If you are considering becoming a life coach and have heard the word niching, you are wondering, what is this all about? How do I do it? And maybe even finding that this is a stumbling block stopping you from even getting started. The answer to this is pretty simple, and what I'm going to go over with you today is going to just break this down in a very manageable way so that you can move forward feeling confident and knowing that you are on the right path for you. First, a little background. Now, I've chatted with people over the last few weeks who are looking at becoming life coaches, and they've come straight out and asked me, what is niching or specializing? How do I do it? And why are people sending me pamphlets about it before I've even received training? Now, I've actually learned that there are some life coach trainings out there that, as part of the certification process, they need to leave with a niche to even get certified. Now, all of this was not only off-putting and overwhelming to people who have suddenly received the calling to help others through life coaching, but it started making them question if this was something that was even for them. Luckily, that's when they met me, and we talked through exactly what I'm going to share with you right now. One reason why niching or honing in on your specialty before you have received your training, or when you're just starting out as a life coach, feels unnatural is because it is like going back to when you were in second grade and your teacher asked you what you want to be when you grow up. And so many people would say, an archaeologist or an astronaut. And those were great ideas in second grade. But then life happens and you grow up and you realize the intricacies of what you like, what you don't like, different experiences that you have, and eventually grow out of wanting to be an astronaut. And that is what a lot of times happens when you start out as a life coach, is that you feel like you want to help certain people with a very specific aspect of life. But then the more you actually work with real clients, you find more of your likes and your dislikes, and you evolve from that. I want to set you up for success, which means that instead of coming out of training and specifically dialing in everything about your practice, building a website about it, investing in different graphics and marketing about this one thing that you don't really have experience with, I want to give you an option that's going to cause more freedom for you and be actually more in alignment with your heart, with your true purpose, and with you discovering who you are as a coach. If you're new here, my name is Amanda, and I am a 14-year one-on-one personal life coach. My husband, Jeremiah, who you've probably seen on this channel as well, has been a coach for 25 years, and together we use our decades of experience to help up-and-coming coaches not only receive amazing training to get the skill set needed to become a life coach, but we also help you with the business building side of the whole profession. So if you're serious about becoming a transformational life coach and building a purposeful and soul-fulfilling business of helping others, definitely reach out and we can chat directly about setting you up for success. Now, niching is often sold as a marketing tool. And the mentality here is that if you're talking to everyone, you're selling to no one. For coaches who want to help people with life in a very transformational and deep way, it will feel extremely unnatural to fill in the blank statement of, I help blank with blank so that they can feel blank. This is the typical formula that is given out when someone is told to niche in for their coaching business or business in general. But for empaths and people who know that they're really here to help people, it is super freeing to realize that you do not need to fill out this statement in order to start working with people. In fact, if you do fill out this statement and put it all out on social media and build a website around it, it will feel extremely deflating and burst your confidence over and over again when you're not finding clients knocking down your door and wanting to actually hire you for your services. A lot of times what I see coaches do after their first specialty loses steam is that they'll try again. And I've seen coaches, beginner coaches, go up to 4 or 5 different re-evolutions of themselves, going from being a coach for teachers, a coach for nurses, a coach for people who want to become healthier or go through a divorce, before finally just getting off the hamster wheel and giving up on their dreams of helping people. So I'd love to know, does this sound like you? Are you at the beginning stages of your life coaching journey and you've just found that you're on this hamster wheel? Or, like many people that I've talked to, are you considering becoming a coach and knowing that you need to find a specialty and do all these steps that feel complex? Is it overwhelming and just stopping you in your tracks? Make a comment below, and I would love to connect with you and hear your story and your journey. So I'm going to give you the shortcut right now of what you should do, or how you can go back and fill in the gaps so that you can really use your life experience, your empathic skills, and your skill set as a coach to help people. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is going to be your training. So, all life coach training is not created equally. You might find that your training specifically has you focusing on health, on nurse coaching I've seen, or burnout, relationships, maybe attachment styles. There's all these different specialty trainings. And if you've received training like that, it is very likely that you will have to niche because that is now your skill set. But if you receive a training that is transformational and is extremely flexible and versatile, that includes mental mindset, a bit of spirituality, how energy works, and personal development, you are able to have a wider net in who you begin to reach out to become your clients, because your skill set has such depth that you can really help anybody with anything. And contrary to what you might hear in out in the business world for life coaching, having that skill set is an asset versus a liability. Because what happens is you actually end up calling your clients in and helping them with something specific in that moment. But a lot of life coaching doesn't have people be able to help people through life. And so for myself, with the training that I receive, and now I also help train people to become a life coach with, I am able to help a client with, maybe we start out with relationships where a woman feels that she's just not sure how to get her husband to connect more. And we actually work through that. And once that is to a place where there's peace and harmony, something might come up with her job. And so then we go through an identity level practice to help her to really connect to her purpose. And this is what has happened with me, with my clients, over and over and over again. And so without niching, and because of my training, I have been able to work typically with my clients for about 6 months to 2 years. And this is without having any kind of specialty other than a deep skill set, and also without creating some kind of prepackaged program that people have to lock into in any way. Now, once you have your training in place and it is flexible, versatile, transformational, and very, very deep, then what you need to do is consider your business mentoring. You want to find somebody who has been where you want to be and has done it successfully. So there are so many business coaches out there, and if you go into any Facebook group online about life coaching, you will have no shortage of people wanting to sell you their services. But from what I've found is many of the business mentoring or business coaches out there haven't actually built a one-on-one life coaching business. And you really have to use your discernment when speaking with people and deciding what feels in alignment with you. Now, what I recommend is something that provides step-by-step guidance that allows you to integrate the training that you've received in order to help a wide variety of people initially. Now, once you do this and you have worked with at least 100 clients, and you have collected information on your clients. You learn things that you like about coaching, things that you don't like about coaching, who you prefer to work with, who you prefer not to work with. You integrate your life experience along with your skill set, and you have had about 100 or so clients that you have done this with. This is when your niche begins to actually unfold for you. How do you get those clients? I recommend the Confident Coach Business Blueprint because it's what I have done, and I have worked with paying clients for the last 14 years. My very first client was actually a paying client, which is not super common, but it's because of how I connect with people in real life and then was able to transfer that to online as well. And so now I teach other coaches how to do that process as well. So once you combine your transformational training and you know that you're providing value to your clients and you have a step-by-step business system in place, you really become unstoppable. But there does have to be that marriage of both of them. A lot of people will receive training and think that that's it. But there is this really important step about knowing how to technically set up a business and turn strangers into your clients, because it's what you're meant to do in a really aligned and heart-centered way. If you are serious about getting started with a coaching business that lights up your soul and fulfills your purpose of helping others, I recommend going down to the comments and booking a call with me so we can chat one-on-one, because I would really love to help you get started with step 1 or step 2 here, or a combination of both. And if you want to learn more, go ahead and check out this video here to see how Justin went from spinning his wheels, not really understanding how to turn strangers to clients, to now having a fully booked client schedule and getting to live his dreams every day. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.